So I'm going to start off. I've got it's really old, but a Grobe setting pliers that I use like constantly, and they're completely worn out on the edges. And I've gotten new pairs, and I ditch the new ones for my old ones every single time. You know, I've done a couple like little modifications to it, just over the years of just kind of knowing exactly what I want and everything. And they're not expensive, but they're my go-to setting pliers. And like I said, I've probably had them for at least 15 years now. I would say probably my number two is going to be my Fordham flex shafts and the traditional handpiece. I know a lot of people nowadays are going for the quick changes, and I still just like the old school, you know, traditional handpiece. And you know, I probably had 3 or 4 Fordham, you know, motors over the years, and they're all still running. And you know, I've been doing this for about 21 years now, so they're great. Number 3 is probably my GRS Acrobat microscope stand. You know, I use my Migi microscope on that stand every day for everything. You know, cleanup, setting. You know, if I can make it look 80% good under the microscope, it's perfect to the naked eye. Being able to see something with huge amount of detail makes your work so much better. I would say for anybody coming up in the jewelry, you have to get a microscope. That is almost a must tool for, you know, getting to that next level of quality and workmanship. So
this series is sponsored by MJSA member Rio Grande. For even more jewelry conversation, be sure to check out Rio Grande's podcast, For the Love of Jewelers. Each month, Rio's cast of expert hosts from Rio Grande's jewelry tech team chat with industry leaders, jewelers, educators, and more as they tell their stories and talk shop. Ideal for anyone interested in jewelry. You'll gain valuable insights, discover new tools and processes, and enjoy a laugh or two along the way. Listen to For the Love of Jewelers podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, or on Rio Grande's website at www.riogrande.com. Search podcasts.
My number 4 is, it's going to be diamond files. So I have these, they're kind of like the 3M strips that you put like on a piece of wood, and it's, you know, used for finishing and stuff. And so we got from Rio Grande years ago these diamond file strips, and they are just amazing. They hold up incredibly well. Like and they come in different grits. So you have, you know, all the way your steps from, I think I start out at like 120 and go to about 800 on the grit levels. The only bad problem is they discontinued them, and I'm really hoping Rio could maybe bring those back at some point. But I've got a big bag, and hopefully they'll last the majority of my career. 5 is probably my most used and loved tool. It's going to be my Laser Star benchtop laser welder. You know, that was a game changer, going from, you know, exclusively using torches for basically everything in the shop to a laser. You know, I can tip on colored stones, I can replace prongs on colored stones, and even just the quality of workmanship I get with retipping and just doing general repairs, being able to clean up inside of the basket heads and different things that you're doing with the laser is amazing. You know, there's things that you can do with that laser that you would never be able to do with traditional fit and finishing of different things. And, you know, even just, you know, chain repairs, and it seems everything has gotten cleaner. I don't think it's necessarily faster, but I think you definitely get a better product out of the repairs out of the laser welder than you do, you know, a traditional torch. Now, I still use my torch quite often, still for, you know, certain things, but that laser welder is definitely a game changer.